My child, I see every moment you have endured, even the ones that no one else knows about. I have watched the silent battles you fight when the world believes you are strong. I know the tears you hide, the questions you keep inside your heart, and the prayers you whisper when you feel that no one is listening. Do not think that your pain has escaped my attention, because I have been with you through every trial, every disappointment, and every lonely night. When you felt abandoned, I remained close. When you thought your voice was too weak to be heard, I was already listening. There has never been a single second in which I turned away from you or ignored your cries. You may wonder why the answers have taken so long, or why the burdens seem heavier than you expected. You may even ask whether your faith has been in vain. But I tell you today that nothing you have experienced has been meaningless. Every hardship has shaped your character. Every challenge has strengthened your spirit. And every delay has prepared you for something you cannot yet fully understand. The road has been difficult, but it has not been without purpose. Do not compare your journey with the lives of others. What I am doing in your life is unique, and my plans unfold according to wisdom that reaches beyond what you can currently see. While others may appear to move ahead quickly, I am building in you patience, resilience, compassion, and faith that can endure storms. The blessings I prepare for you are not measured only by material success, but also by the growth of your heart and the strength of your trust. Remember the times when you thought there was no way forward, yet a path appeared unexpectedly. Recall the moments when help arrived just when you needed it most, even if it came in a form you did not expect. Those were not accidents. I was guiding you, protecting you, and opening doors that you could not have opened by yourself. Even now, when circumstances seem uncertain, my hand is still at work behind the scenes. The pain you carry does not define your future. Your disappointments do not determine your destiny. The mistakes you regret are not greater than my ability to forgive you, and the obstacles before you are not greater than my power to help you overcome them. I know your fears, but I also know the strength that I have placed within you. Do not allow temporary struggles to convince you that hope has disappeared. Lift your eyes beyond the difficulties surrounding you. There are lessons being written into your story that will one day encourage someone else who feels lost. The compassion you are learning through suffering will allow you to comfort others. The endurance you are developing will help you face future challenges with confidence. Even when you cannot see immediate results, important work is being taken place within your heart and in your life. So continue walking one step at a time. Continue choosing faith over despair and kindness over bitterness. Keep speaking words of hope instead of surrender. I have not forgotten your dreams, and I have not ignored the desires that you have placed before me in prayer. There is still more ahead than what lies behind, and even though the path may feel uncertain today, the story I am writing for your life is still unfolding, with moments yet to come that will reveal why I asked you to keep trusting and keep moving forward until the next part of my message becomes clear.
There are moments when you look at the silence around you and assume that nothing is happening. You pray, you wait, and you hope, yet the answer seems delayed beyond what you can understand. In those seasons, it becomes easy to believe that closed doors mean rejection or that unanswered prayers mean they have been ignored. But I want you to see your situation from a different perspective. What feels like a delay may actually be a season of preparation. I am working in ways that are not always visible, arranging circumstances, shaping hearts, opening opportunities, and protecting you from outcomes that would not truly serve your good. Think about a seed planted deep beneath the soil. For a long time, nothing can be seen from the surface. To someone watching from above, it may appear as though nothing is happening at all. Yet beneath the ground, roots are stretching, strength is developing, and life is quietly forming before it ever breaks into the light. Your own journey can be much the same. Hidden progress is still progress, even when your eyes cannot detect it. Patience during these unseen seasons often becomes the foundation for lasting growth. You may have asked for immediate change, but not every blessing arrives safely when requested. Sometimes more time is needed for wisdom to grow, for relationships to mature, or for circumstances to align in ways that will protect and strengthen you in the future. A door opened too early can create burdens you are not yet ready to carry. A delay can become an act of mercy rather than an act of denial. Do not measure my faithfulness by the speed of visible results. The value of my promises is not diminished simply because they require waiting. Some of the greatest transformations happen gradually, one decision, one lesson, and one act of perseverance at a time. While you focus on the destination, I am also shaping the person you are becoming along the journey. Character formed through patience often lasts longer than success gained in haste. There will be voices that encourage you to quit, to settle for less, or to believe that your opportunity has already passed. Resist those voices. Discouragement can distort your perspective and make temporary obstacles seem permanent. Continue preparing yourself for the future you hope for. Keep learning, keep growing, keep treating others with kindness, and keep acting with integrity even when no reward is immediately visible. The habits you build during waiting seasons often determine how well you handle the blessings that eventually arrive. Look back over your own life and remember the situations that once disappointed you, but later proved to be unexpected protection or redirection. There may have been opportunities you desperately wanted that did not work out, only for something better to appear later. There may have been delays that seemed painful in the moment, but eventually revealed hidden wisdom. Those experiences remind you that not every unanswered request is a loss, and not every postponed dream has been abandoned. Trust that purpose can exist even in uncertainty. Keep your heart open to hope instead of surrendering to frustration. Continue moving forward with quiet confidence, knowing that preparation often happens before revelation, and that the timing you struggle to understand today may one day become the reason you are grateful that events unfolded exactly as they did, because the path ahead is still being arranged in ways you cannot yet fully see, and the next chapter has not yet been revealed.
Keep your faith alive, even when everything around you seems to be telling you to give up. There will be days when the weight on your shoulders feels too heavy, when the answers you have been waiting for seem farther away than ever, and when doubt quietly tries to replace the hope that once filled your heart. In those moments, remember that faith is often strongest not when life is easy, but when you choose to trust despite uncertainty. The greatest victories are not always won by those who never struggle, but by those who refuse to stop believing while they are still in the middle of the storm. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow in ways that comfort and success alone could never teach. Difficult seasons can reveal courage you did not know you possessed, and resilience that has been quietly developing within you all along. When you continue moving forward with hope, even in small steps, you are proving that your spirit is stronger than your fear. You may not feel powerful today, but strength is often built through persistence rather than instant confidence. Do not let temporary setbacks convince you that your future has been decided. One disappointment does not erase your purpose, and one failure does not define your identity. People may misunderstand your journey, question your choices, or doubt your potential, but their opinions cannot determine the path ahead of you. Stay focused on the values that guide you. Continue acting with honesty and compassion, and refuse to let bitterness take root in your heart. The way you respond to hardship can shape the opportunities that come next. Faith is not pretending that problems do not exist. It is acknowledging that problems are real while still believing that they do not have the final word. It means choosing hope when discouragement seems easier, and choosing patience when immediate results are nowhere to be found. Every time you decide not to surrender to despair, you strengthen your ability to face tomorrow with renewed determination. You may look around and see others reaching milestones faster than you. It can be tempting to compare your progress and wonder why your own breakthrough has not arrived. But every journey unfolds differently. Some paths require extra preparation because they lead to greater responsibilities or deeper lessons. Comparison steals peace and distracts you from the unique purpose unfolding in your own life. Focus instead on becoming wiser, kinder, and more prepared for whatever lies ahead. Even when your prayers seem unanswered, continue nurturing gratitude for the blessings already present in your life. Gratitude keeps your heart open to possibility and reminds you that hope has not disappeared. Celebrate small victories, appreciate unexpected acts of kindness, and recognize moments of progress that might otherwise go unnoticed. These quiet reminders can strengthen your resolve and encourage you to keep pressing forward. When exhaustion whispers that quitting would be easier, remember how far you have already come. Think of the obstacles you survived, the fears you overcame, and the moments when you found the courage to continue despite uncertainty. Those experiences are evidence that you are capable of enduring more than you realize. The story of your life is still being written, and the chapter you are living now is not the final one. Hold tightly to your faith. Continue taking the next step even when the road ahead is unclear, and remain open to the possibility that the breakthrough you have been waiting for is closer than it appears, unfolding quietly in ways that you cannot yet fully recognize as your journey continues.
Release your fear and anxiety because they were never meant to control your heart or determine your future. So often you carry burdens that were never yours to bear alone. You replay painful memories, imagine the worst possible outcomes, and allow uncertainty to steal the peace that should guide your decisions. But living in constant worry does not change tomorrow. It only drains the strength you need for today. There is another way forward, one that begins by choosing trust instead of fear and hope instead of despair. The challenges in front of you may seem overwhelming, but they do not have to define your outlook. Fear has a way of making small obstacles appear impossible and temporary setbacks feel permanent. It whispers that you are alone, that nothing will improve, and that your efforts are meaningless. Yet those whispers are not the whole truth. Even in difficult seasons, new opportunities can emerge, unexpected help can arrive, and inner strength can grow in ways that are impossible to see at first. Refusing to surrender to anxiety creates space for wisdom, patience, and clarity to take root. When your mind becomes crowded with doubts, pause and remember the moments when you overcame problems you once believed would defeat you. There were days you thought you would never recover from disappointment, yet you continued moving forward. There were situations that seemed hopeless until an unexpected solution appeared. Those experiences are reminders that uncertainty does not always lead to failure. Sometimes it simply marks the beginning of a path that has not yet fully revealed itself. Do not allow fear to make decisions on your behalf. Important choices made in panic often lead to regret, while decisions made with calm reflection are more likely to align with your values and long-term goals. Give yourself permission to think clearly, to seek wise counsel,
and to act with patience rather than urgency. Not every unanswered question requires an immediate response, and not every closed door should be forced open. Anxiety also has a way of convincing you that you must carry every responsibility alone. In reality, strength often comes through connection, humility, and the willingness to receive encouragement from others. Accepting support is not weakness. Sharing your concerns with trusted people, taking practical steps towards your goals, and focusing on what you can control are all signs of wisdom. You do not need to have every answer before taking the next faithful step. Replace fearful thoughts with purposeful action whenever possible. If you are worried about the future, prepare for it one day at a time. If you are uncertain about a decision, gather information and move carefully instead of remaining frozen by doubt. If discouragement begins to take hold, remind yourself of the progress you have already made and the resilience you have developed through previous trials. Every positive action, no matter how small, weakens the grip of fear and strengthens your confidence. Your heart was not created to live under the constant weight of panic. It was created to experience peace, courage, compassion, and perseverance, even when circumstances are less than perfect. Challenges will still come, but they do not have to rob you of your ability to hope. Continue walking forward with quiet confidence, refusing to let anxiety become the loudest voice in your life, because there is still more unfolding beyond what you can currently see, and the next part of your journey is still waiting to reveal itself as you keep moving ahead.
A new opportunity is approaching, even if you cannot recognize it yet. Right now, you may be focused on the doors that have closed or the plans that did not work out the way you expected. Disappointment has a way of narrowing your vision until all you can see is what you have lost. But do not mistake a temporary setback for the end of your journey. Often, when one path comes to an end, another begins to take shape quietly in the background, waiting for the right moment to appear. Remain alert and open-hearted, because opportunities do not always arrive in obvious ways. Sometimes they come disguised as small beginnings, unexpected conversations, new responsibilities, or chances to learn something unfamiliar. They may not look impressive at first, but they carry the potential to transform your future if you are willing to embrace them with faith and wisdom. Great changes often begin with simple steps that seem insignificant in the moment. Do not allow past failures to convince you that future success is impossible. Every experience, including the painful ones, has taught you something valuable. The mistakes you regret may have strengthened your judgment. The delays you endured may have increased your patience. The disappointments you survived may have deepened your compassion for others. These lessons become part of the foundation on which new opportunities can be built, making you better prepared than you were before. As you wait, continue developing your skills, your character, and your willingness to serve others. Preparation is never wasted. Even if no one notices your quiet efforts today, the discipline you build now can create possibilities tomorrow. Stay committed to excellence in the small tasks placed before you. The habits formed in ordinary moments often determine how you handle extraordinary ones when they arrive. Keep your expectations balanced with gratitude. It is natural to hope for something better, but do not overlook the blessings already present in your life. A thankful heart remains open to joy even while waiting for change. Appreciate the people who support you, the lessons you continue to learn, and the strength you have gained through adversity. Gratitude and hope can exist together, creating a mindset that is resilient instead of discouraged. When uncertainty tempts you to stop trying,
remember that progress is rarely a straight line. There will be detours, pauses, and moments when the destination feels distant. Continue taking meaningful action rather than waiting for perfect conditions. Reach out to others, continue learning, remain faithful in your responsibilities, and keep believing that your efforts matter. Small acts of consistency can lead to remarkable outcomes over time. Do not fear change simply because it leads into unfamiliar territory. New seasons often require leaving behind old expectations and trusting that growth is possible beyond your comfort zone. What feels uncertain today may become the very experience that shapes your greatest testimony tomorrow. Stay ready for unexpected blessings, fresh relationships, renewed purpose, and doors that open when you least expect them. Continue moving with humility, courage, and faith, because the opportunity drawing near may already be closer than you realize, quietly unfolding through circumstances that seem ordinary now, but are preparing you for something far greater, still waiting just ahead.
Your test will become your testimony, even if today it feels like nothing more than a season of struggle. The hardships you have faced are not without meaning, and the pain you have carried is not without purpose. There are moments when life seems unfair, when your efforts go unnoticed, and when your prayers appear to echo back in silence. Yet those very moments often become the foundation of a story that inspires others to keep believing when they are ready to give up. The challenges that seem to weaken you today may one day reveal the strength that was quietly being built within you all along. Every obstacle has taught you something valuable. The disappointments have shown you patience. The failures have given you wisdom. The seasons of waiting have developed endurance, and the moments of uncertainty have encouraged you to seek guidance with a deeper sense of humility. None of these experiences were wasted. They have shaped your perspective and prepared you to face the future with greater compassion, maturity, and resilience than you could have gained through comfort alone. There will come a time when someone else stands where you once stood, discouraged, afraid, and uncertain about what lies ahead. In that moment, your story may become the encouragement they desperately need. You will be able to speak not only from knowledge, but from experience, offering hope because you have walked through darkness and continued forward. The scars you carry may become reminders not only of what you endured, but also of what you overcame. Do not underestimate the quiet victories that happen within your heart. Choosing forgiveness over bitterness, perseverance over surrender, kindness over anger, and faith over fear are powerful achievements that often go unseen by the world. These inner victories shape the person you become and influence the lives of those around you in ways that may never be fully measured. True transformation is not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it grows steadily through daily choices made with courage and conviction. As you continue your journey, remember that your value is not determined by temporary setbacks or public recognition. You are more than your mistakes, more than your losses, and more than the opinions of others. Continue striving to live with integrity, compassion, and hope, even when the path feels uncertain. The seeds you plant through faithful actions today can produce blessings that extend far beyond your own life and touch future generations in unexpected ways. Look ahead with confidence rather than fear. The road may still contain challenges, but it also holds opportunities for healing, growth, and renewed purpose. Every sunrise offers another chance to begin again, to make wiser choices, to strengthen relationships, and to pursue the calling placed before you. Refuse to let the difficulties of yesterday steal the possibilities of tomorrow. Keep believing that restoration is possible and that new beginnings can emerge even after seasons of disappointment. So walk forward with courage and an open heart. Hold tightly to hope when circumstances seem uncertain. Remain faithful in the small things and trust that every step taken with sincerity has meaning. Your journey is still unfolding, your purpose is still alive, and the lessons you have learned will continue to shape a future filled with grace, wisdom, and unexpected blessings. And as you carry these truths into each new day, may you remember that perseverance, faith, and compassion can light the way not only for your own path, but also for countless others who are searching for hope. Because the greatest testimony is often a life that continues to trust, to love, and to move forward even after the hardest trials, believing that brighter days are still to come.